Hey everybody, it's your girl Planet Ty on deck. Please make sure to like this video on your way in if you have not already done so. And you guys know that I only upload once a week in these YouTube streets, so it's my weekly vlogs. So if you don't see your girl hanging out for some days, but you notice I'm at your house and maybe you want to give a little love back, it is not required, but it would be lovely if you can go run my playlist. Run my playlist, you guys, because I'm not around more than I am around. And when I am around, I try to make my presence known when I be showing up for you guys. And you know what, if there's more I need to do, I'll go ahead and I'll tap back and do it at another time, you know. But anyways, I'm about to get ready to head to the store. Y'all come on with me. Bye. Guys, so today is Friday. Hopefully you guys are living your best life and doing something that you love. Anyways, it's what, Memorial Day weekend right now? Yeah, and I'm not doing too much right now besides getting ready to eat me some lunch. I got this burrito that I made last night, and you guys, I don't know how many of you guys are still doing takeout, but baby, takeout is the cost of a bill these days. I don't know. But anyways, and you guys see me out plenty of times, and knowing me, I'm gonna go back out when I want to go back out. But anyways, I make this old fat old homemade burrito, and I was thinking I might come back on and eat some with you guys at home, and maybe do a story time and just see how you guys are doing. Hey, to everybody who has followed me on TikTok from YouTube, just know love, 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 big love. I really appreciate it. I do understand that some of you guys actually do not have TikTok, and that's okay too, because you know what? Support means, you know, turning your bells on so when I do drop a video, you're there. Support means liking the videos that you see. Support means if you don't see me out there in the streets for a while, you go watch my playlist. All of that stuff is support, and you know what, subscribing and sharing, all of that support, and it's all appreciated. So I love you guys lots. Let me warm up my burrito. I'll catch you guys on the other side. All right, guys. So I came back to share my lunch with you guys minty hours later. That's what it feels like. Anyways, I remember I was telling you guys about that burrito I made. You guys, this burrito is a pulled chicken burrito, and I put, what do you call that in it? A block of cream cheese, and I put this delicious seasoning in it, and I threw it in my crock pot to get the chicken to pull the way that I wanted to. And then after I put all the ingredients in it that I wanted, I went ahead and I toasted it over my stovetop. So my griddle, my stovetop griddle or whatever else, so I can get it nice and crispy. Now, before I jump into this food, let me go ahead and read you guys this story. This person asked, am I the asshole? They said, I'm a male, 34. I have a son in first grade and got invited to a pool party. The kids invited to go to school together and or play youth sports on the same teams. When we got there, what I was told was I'm not sure what this is, came up to us and sniffled and pawed at us. So this is a dog came up to them and sniffled and pawed at them. I told it to get away, and it did. My son did not like dogs since an incident at the park. I told it to get away a few more times in the next few minutes, and we said hi to the people around. I noticed another dog outside. We were not told about the dogs ahead of time, and my son didn't want to play with his friends as he was hesitant to be away from me. I am totally with host/parents. I am friendly with host and parents, but we don't know each other outside of our kids' activities. I approached the mom, thanked her for the invitation, and complimented their house. I asked her to lock the dogs away and explained the situation with my son. She looked clearly annoyed at the request. She told me she doesn't react well to being locked away and asserted that they were friendly and safe. I reiterated my son was not okay with dogs and didn't want them to be around. She said with the house full like this, the dogs want to be a part of the party and that they wouldn't be going anywhere. She was clearly not okay with my request and implied we wouldn't be invited in the future. She left to attend to something else, and we decided to leave the party. My son seemed okay with that decision as he perked up when we were in the car. I got a text later from the host saying my request was inappropriate. Am I the asshole? So the title is, Am I the asshole? Dogs left out at a kid's birthday party and requested they be locked away. So the father, and I don't know if you guys understood that clearly, but the father took his son to a kid's birthday party that they were invited to. Anyhow, when they got to the birthday party, the host had dogs just running all around. And so his son has had an interaction with dogs in the past, which makes him feel very unsafe. He goes to the mother, the host. He thanks her for the invitation. He compliments her on the house. This and that. It's a beautiful location, blah, 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 blah. And he said, do you mind putting the dogs away? I was unaware that it was going to be this type of party. My son had an incident in the past, that left him uncomfortable, shaking, whatever else. Do you mind putting the dogs away? Well, I'm sorry, I took a bite. I was talking to TikTok earlier. Praise God. It's really good. And what do you guys think? Write up the comments to let me know if you guys think the dad was the asshole. In my opinion, no, he was not the asshole, because here's the whole thing. You can be a parent, a guardian, or even a sibling of somebody that has reservations against pets for whatever reason. Some people have allergies. Some people have realistic fears that they are unable to move past. Whatever the case, if you go to the host and you say, oh, this is the situation, yada, 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 why wouldn't she want to accommodate that, considering you invited them to the party? I look at it like this. If I invite you into my space, I want you comfortable. I want you to have the Planet Thai experience, whatever that is at that moment. I would take pride in who I invited to my festivities for me and my children. That means that their comfort and safety is important to me, right? If you don't feel safe, I'm not saying that you just have to buckle over to their every request and just be like, yada, 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 they said it, but it's almost like unrealistic to me to not accommodate them. I understand that, a lot of people feel like their pets are, they're their family. I know Batman's my family. I love my little fur pup so much. Trust me. I get it. But I know that I have family members who are not pet fans. If those family members came over, Batman's ass is getting put away. He will be okay. I will set him up with his food and his entertainment for a bit. He'll survive it. He'll survive a couple hours of that. Because it's just kind of not reasonable to me to invite them and to tell them, basically, deal with it. I mean, if you're that kind of person, it is your house, it's your whatever else, and I get all that, but it's not cool. It's not. Write up the comments, let me know what y'all would do. Or what do you think you would do? Honestly, I understand the host has certain rights as it be in their house and everything else like that, but I just think you're a rude-ass host, and I would never deal with you again. Never. I wouldn't care if it was something like a bird and someone said, I'm uncomfortable, or my child, better yet, is uncomfortable because we've had these experiences in the past.
All right, guys, so today is Saturday, and I just came on to run a couple errands.
Don't you ever gotta worry about me being
around you
ever
I went
again.
to the dentist and they gave me laughing gas. Okay, so I was getting a dental procedure done, right? And so I went in there, I said, hey, I wanted them to put me to sleep. But they said, no, they couldn't put me to sleep because you have to call in advance or schedule a long time in advance to be put to sleep. So they said, but what we could do is you pay an extra, I think like $150 and we'll give you laughing gas. And I was like, okay, well, what is laughing gas going to do to help with all the pain? And they said, well, it'll just make you feel like you're in like kind of like a dazed type sleep. And then it'll just tickle you a little bit. And I was like, tickle me? Okay. So anyhow, the nurse sets me up and she gives me she gives me the laughing gas and I'm laid back and I'm waiting for it to take effect. I didn't think it was taking effect, honestly. And then all of a sudden she asked me, so how are you feeling? And I was like, oh, I'm doing fine. And I get to chuckling out of nowhere. And then I have no clue, but I just start laughing harder and harder. Then all of a sudden she started laughing, and she was like, "Are you sure you're okay? How's the pain?" I was like, "Yeah, you know, I'm okay," or whatever. But anyhow, I'm just laughing. The nurse is laughing, and then out of nowhere, the laugh turns into an all-out hollering laughing, where I'm laughing so hard I'm like slapping my freaking knee. Anyways, the doctor, he walks in. He was like, "Ladies, is everything okay?" And we're both laughing so hard that he turns around and he starts laughing too. He was like, "Okay, now if I can't, if I can't stop this laughing, I won't be able to do your procedure, okay?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh." And so anyhow, they was asking me how the pain was, and I was like, "It hurts, it really hurts." But the thing about it, it really did hurt, but nobody was taking me serious at that point because I was laughing too hard. And that is like, so I really want to pull myself out of it, but I just couldn't, y'all. I just couldn't. Alright guys, so today is Tuesday and I am in Chase Bank. I think I did an opening for you guys, or maybe I did it on TikTok, but I thought I was talking to my people over here to say, hey, I'm going in Chase. And anyways, there was a line, so I said, let me come on and talk to you guys. I was trying to talk to you guys in there, but then they played music and you guys already know how that goes. Now, while I'm waiting, how are you guys going to spend your summer? Does anybody have any summer plans? If so, light up the comments and let me know what they are. You guys, funny story, my baby Batman, my fur baby, and my oldest baby girl Jay, they have the exact same birthday. Both of them, they have the exact same birthday. Now, I'm sitting here trying to figure out what I'm going to do for Batman, if I'm going to get him a steak or whatever. I don't know, because I don't know if I'm doing something for Jay, because I think she listening to this video while I'm recording. So y'all just join me and saying I ain't doing nothing for Jay. But anyways, double wink. But anyways, yeah, I'm thinking about if I'm going to get him like a...
Alright guys, so I just came out of the bank, right? And I was doing a TikTok, and I was telling my folks over at TikTok, like, you know what? A few months ago, I had went to the bank, like after work, 5 o'clock-ish, whatever else. Anyways, as I was walking up to the bank, it was like a little part you have to slide your card to go in, like the after hours part or whatever. Anyways, I slide my card to go in, but in front of the door laid a houseless man, and he had a sign that was like, please help, whatever you could do. And he had a cup next to him, right? So I was thinking, oh crap, so now should I like feel obligated to give him something, because he's sitting right outside of the bank, and the odds are when people go into the bank, they usually go get something, right? They usually like, something financial. I mean, people do go to the bank to deposit, probably not generally that time of the night. But anyway, so I was like, crap, now do I need to feel obligated to give him something? Long and short of my story, yes, I did give him some change, but I was also thinking it's pretty strategic to place yourself there. And then on the flip side, when you barely about to get your last little hot dollars, whatever else, it could be annoying as all get out. Like, you might not have nothing to share. And it's like, baby, I done went here based on a hope in the wind that I can get my little funds, right? But anyways, I don't know if you guys have experienced that. Light up the comments to let me know your thoughts. Bye.
Alright guys, so after I left the bank, I went over here to Food Max. It was a couple little things that I had to get from Food Max. I do like some of their stuff, like the prices on some of their stuff is like pretty good, but I do think Food Max is one of those places where you got to check quality too, because you know what, I went over to their fruit section and I was getting some like sliced cucumbers and stuff, and let me tell you guys, the way that they were looking in the pack was like, you know what, this shouldn't be for sale. It should be for free, and not even free. Just go ahead and discard it and put something fresh out there, because you guys, Food Max, they was not, maximize your shopping power with my butt. At Food Max, sponsor me, but get your selections together first, because that was no bueno, okay? But anyways, so then after I left that area, I did have some other stuff to pick up, like sour cream and stuff. My baby girl Jay wants to make like some monster nachos tomorrow, so I was grabbing some sour cream and some pico de gallo, and just kind of like stuff like that, like quick grabs, okay? Because y'all know I be in the stores, y'all. I be in and out the stores, like, for the different, my family or whatever else, we be wanting stuff and we be getting it. So like the comments, let me know your...
Alright guys, so I am finished with my shopping. I am back at the house, and I got some dessert, and I got to eat it before it's too late. So I saw this, remember I showed y'all this when the vlog first came on? This Boston cream pie at one store that I went to. Plus I got me a bottle of water, and I said, you know what, let me have a little dessert with y'all, because why not? And just try to do a little catch up. Let me see, I don't know if you guys, let me hold it, because y'all like to see every little thing. So I want to get this piece to you guys to start. There you go. The rest for me. Okay. It's pretty good. Now, I will say this. Some people don't prefer this, but I do. I like cold cake. And this cake ain't cold, but it's still good. It's still creamy. Look how rich that is. I don't know if y'all can see that well, but it's rich and it's creamy. I didn't come back to tease y'all with cake. I came back to sweeten you guys up until the next time y'all see me. So this is my attempt at sweetening you up. You see that? Pretty good. Now, what else did I want to tell you guys? I didn't just come back to eat cake. I don't think I did. If I didn't already say it, you guys know that I drop a vlog just once a week. But if you are looking for me anytime after the weekly vlog has been dropped, and it's always on Thursdays, then just go run my playlist. You guys, I'm sure I have plenty of stuff that you guys have not watched. After all, I have a few years worth of vlogs there. You know, you don't have to comment on them, but you sure can run my most recent playlist. That would be greatly appreciated, okay? And you don't have to comment unless you want to. But I always love hearing from you guys, so it would be greatly appreciated. You guys, this cake is good. It is. But it's most definitely enough to share. So raise your hand who wants some. Y'all can definitely have some. All right, I'm going to take this last bite and I'm going to get up out of here, y'all. Because if I don't edit this video, y'all ain't going to even get this vlog this week. Like, you won't. So, if I lay up and eat cake with you all day, how you going to get a vlog? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Thank you guys for watching with me. Hold on. Come on. Like I always say, there's always another story to be told, but for now,